So I am back with another Scream Factory collection update video. I have got 21 new Scream Factory releases to go over with you guys today. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to get started right after this. Welcome back to Pot's Movie Dungeon. Alright guys, so like I said, I got 21 titles from Scream Factory to go over with you guys today. So I'm going to try to get through these as fast as possible. But as most of y'all know that watch my channel, I'm on the road to trying to collect all the Scream Factory titles. You know, I'm getting closer and closer. So I really enjoy doing these Scream Factory update videos for you guys. To kind of show you guys what I've picked up and kind of give y'all an update how close I'm getting. And my goal is by the end of the year to be done collecting and be caught up. And just have to collect the new stuff that comes out. But this is the only company, let me rephrase that. This is the only big company I'm trying to do this with. I do have the Paramount Presents, I have the Vestron, and I have the NVD rewinds. I am collecting all of those as well, but those are much smaller lines. But as far as a big company like Scream or Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome, this is the only one of those companies that I'm trying to collect everything. Am I an idiot? Yes. If I could go back to the very beginning and rethink this, would I change it? Maybe. But I'm so far into it now, guys. Like I've said before, it's kind of become a personal vendetta that I really want to finish and complete this collection. I'm a huge fan of Scream Factory. I'm a huge fan of most of the stuff that they put out. Being a completionist, there's probably a few titles in here that I probably wouldn't have picked up, in other cases. But just the fact that to fill in those holes in my collection. I am picking up. Some of these are going to be, a lot of these are going to be blind buys. Some are going to be ones that I'm going to fall in love with. Some are going to be ones that probably be a one-time watch. So, be it what you think, guys. If you think I'm a moron for doing this, I can completely understand that. You can leave your comments down below, but try to be nice, guys. Like I said, I kind of fell in love with this company when I started collecting all the collector's editions. This is something I started back in the beginning of 2020. When I bought my first collector's edition, guys, and yeah, it's been a long road, but it has been a lot of fun. We're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what I picked up in this video, and be looking for some more of these Scream Factory collector's updates coming up real soon because I am getting real serious about grabbing these titles. I'm trying to at least get 10 or 15 new ones every month, but I do need to do a recount on my Excel spreadsheet to see how many I'm away from being complete. I want to say at this point it's probably just below 100. But I will update you guys on that in a future video. So like I said, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. And this first one I picked up, I was a little aggravated. I did a live stream with some of my buddies, Brian Goes Blue and Brad and Johnny, Friday night. When I showed this title to them on the stream, I was informed of something I was not aware of. I'm going to show you guys the movie, and that is Troll and Troll 2. So this is a title that's out of print. It went out of print with Scream Factory back in December 6th of 2019. And this is one of their releases that kind of went up in price after it went out of print. And it became kind of hard to find. Or not really hard to find, but hard to get at a good price. And what I was unaware of, when I was showing this to the guys the other night, is the Scream Factory had released two versions of this. They released the one I got, and I'll show you here. It just has the one disc. And there is a more sought after release of this that has an extra disc, which includes the documentary, I think it's called Troll 2, The Best of the Worst, or something like The Best of the Worst Movie or something like that. So this does not come with that. This just has the two movies on it. And so I was a little aggravated about that, but instead of trying to track down the one that had that disc, I know that Brian had told me that Eureka had released a troll release with all the movies in it. It had both movies plus that documentary. So I went ahead and just ordered that Eureka release from Amazon UK. And I got it for like 14 bucks, and I figured that was a cheaper way to go. So I'm going to have this as my Scream Factory release, and I got that Eureka title coming with that extra disc. So I was happy with that. But guys, I was real glad to get this one here. I got probably about 9 more double features to get, give or take. But most of the ones I still got to pick up are ones that are going to be something I got to track down. But yeah, Troll and Troll 2, guys. And I know most of you guys know about these movies, but I'll give you just a rundown. And I'm not going to go deep into none of these movies, guys. I'm just going to give you guys like the date, the director, the actors, and if I have any thoughts, I'll drop that in. But I don't want this to be a 2-hour video, guys. And if you guys have any information y'all want to throw in about any of these movies, any ones you think I definitely need to check out before the others, please let me know down below, guys. I really love you guys' comments. All right. So this first one here is Troll. Came out in 1986. It was directed by John Carr Buechler. And y'all know I can't read, guys, so I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of these names. And one name here that really stood out for me in the cast, actually a couple names, was Julie Louis-Dreyfus is in this, and you got Sonny Boy. The top cast is Michael Moriarty and Shelley Hack. Those names do look familiar to me. I think Michael Moriarty was in Harry Potter, maybe as Harry Potter's dad. I'm sure he's been in some other stuff. He does look familiar to me. So Troll 2 came out in 1990, and it was directed by, he had a different director. This was directed by Claudio Fragazzo. Probably saying that wrong as well. And I didn't recognize anybody in the cast of this one here, guys. Just kind of glancing through. I know this one here is supposed to be one of those so bad it's good, like the ultimate so bad it's good movies. And I think this is the one that documentary is based on, the best of the worst. So yeah, but this is a good release, guys. I'm pretty excited about checking these out. I don't have a really good memory of watching either one of these, but I'm sure at some point I've probably seen them. And I know, that one line it shows in all these different videos about best of the worst movies. You got the guy screaming, oh my God, that whatever. That's what I know about Troll 2. So this is going to be a fun night, guys. I'm going to watch both of these back to back here coming up soon. I'm really glad to have this in the collection. So this is one that I've been wanting to get for a while. But yeah, that's going to be a fun one, guys. All right. So moving on to the next one, I got another double feature that I picked up. And this one here is still in stock on Scream Factory's website. And I got this one from Deep Discount. Deep Discount had this. They always got a sale. If you guys haven't checked out Deep Discount, you can usually get a 10% or 15% off code. But Brian Goes Blue and Brad over at Category 3 and me, both of them order from Deep Discount quite often. And I decided to check it out. And I've probably placed about 4 or 5 orders with Deep Discount now. And so far I've had no issues. I've ordered 6 or 7 titles each time, so they come in a box. I think as long as you order a few titles and you get them in a box, you're going to do okay. I think if you order 1 and 2, you're going to get them in like bubble mailers. You'll be more susceptible to damage. But your Deep Discount so far, personally, I've had no problems with. And you get some pretty good prices over there. All right, guys. Anyway, like I said, this other one that I picked up is still in stock with Scream Factory. And that is The Night of the Sorcerers and The Laura Lee's Grasp double feature. But this was a lot cheaper to get. This was only $15.97 on the Scream Factory website. I want to say I got it for $14 something at Deep Discount. So that's another one that I was glad to pick up. And I didn't show you guys the reversible artwork on the other one, guys, but it's okay. We're gonna move on past it. Yeah, but the Night of the Sorcerer came out in 1974. I don't recognize anybody in the cast. And The Laura Lee's Grasp came out in 1973. And I'm not gonna try to pronounce the director's name. And a bunch of names also I don't know, guys. So I don't know anything about these movies. Hopefully they'll be a good time. Some more I'm looking forward to checking out. So this next one here was a Scream Factory website exclusive. And for you guys that are not familiar with that, it's releases that Scream Factory puts out on their website. It's kind of a last minute announcement. And these are limited to like 1,500 copies. Now I know in the past, sometimes when they release these, they go out of stock within a day or two. But as of the shooting of this video, this one here is still in stock. It doesn't say how many's left like the Vinegar Syndrome site does. So if you are interested in grabbing this title, I would recommend going over to the shoutfactory.com website and go ahead and picking this one up. Because you never know this one's going to go out of stock. But I don't know much about this one, but I know when this was released, I heard a few different channels talk about it. I'm very intrigued to check this one out. But this is the Meat Cleaver Massacre that came out in 1977. But this one here was directed by Evan Lee. And this one stars Christopher Lee, which everybody loves some Christopher Lee. And going down the cast, guys, I'm not seeing anybody else that I recognize. It says, when a professor specializing in ancient rites and rituals is attacked and his family killed by 4 of his students, he summons an evil spirit to hunt down the attackers and avenge his family. So this sounds like a pretty good time, guys. It's definitely one I'm looking forward to checking out. And you can grab this one right now on the Scream Factory website for $26.98. Kind of a weird price, but that's what it's going for. And again, you can only get this one on their website. Now this next one here, I also heard a lot of people being excited about this one coming out. This is a much more recent title. This one came out, was released in 2021. That is On the Third Day. Really cool looking cover, guys. And this one does come with a slip. And you know how it goes with the slips, guys. If you go and get it now, you'll probably still get a slip. I want to say releases like this, they pretty much guarantee a slip like the first 60 days or 90 days. And after that, it's hit or miss. This movie was directed by Daniel De La Vega. I don't recognize anybody in the cast. And the plot of this movie reads, Cecilia and her son Martin have a car accident. On the third day after the crash, she wanders by herself on a lonely route, and there is no clue of her son. She can't remember what happened during this time, and she is desperately looking for her son. On her quest, she finds coincidences with her case and other police files, which seem to be acts of a brutal hunting. The circles go around, and Cecilia will end up facing a religious man who is responsible for the slaughter. For her, he is a lunatic. For him, Cecilia is the enemy. It's kind of a confusing sounding plot, but I am definitely intrigued to watch this one, guys. But there is a shot of the case, and no reversible artwork on this one here. You just get a shot of a shot from the movie there. But yeah, that's these are the type of movies from Scream Factory that I really look forward to picking up, because some of these newer horror titles, these new directors or a director you're not familiar with, and finding one of these new movies that you really like. And you never know, guys. You might find a director that's kind of up and coming, and it's always good to kind of check these out. That is one that I'm excited to have. Now, the next one coming up, guys, is one that I don't know much about, and I do believe that this is going to be a Hammer title. And I'm sure somebody down below will correct me on that, but it definitely looks like a Hammer title. This is Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. So this was released back in 2019, December of 2019 from Scream Factory. It was directed by Roy Ward Baker, and this was a release that came out in 1971. And I don't really recognize anybody in the cast, guys, but yeah, pretty interesting looking title. If you're a fan of these older, Hammer style movies, and I do believe this is a Hammer release. Like I said, there is the reversible artwork, and I'm guessing that is the original. But yeah, this definitely falls in that category of what I bought this. It wasn't Scream Factory. Maybe not. It kind of sits on the fence. But definitely one that, I was glad to finally pick up, and I will definitely check it out at some point. But next up, we have a title from 1995, and this is a movie starring Peter Weller, and it's the movie called Screamers. I've never heard of this movie, never seen it, don't know very much about it, but I do like Peter Weller, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It was directed by Christian Deguay, something like that. And it stars Peter Weller and nobody else that I can really see here. Just kind of scanning through. This was released by Scream Factory on January 29th of 2019, and it's currently still in stock. But I'll show you guys the inside. There is the reversible. Now, I do recognize that cover there from back in the day, but I have never seen this movie. I am a fan of Peter Weller. Of course, you guys know him as RoboCop. Military commander stationed off planet during an interplanetary war travels through the devastated landscape to negotiate a peace treaty, but discovers that the primitive robots they build to kill enemy combatants gain sentience. So it looks like a man versus robot, type horror thriller movie, whatever. Peter Weller, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Let me know if you've seen it. So this next one here, I got the bar set pretty low for it. Everybody knows that The Howling was just released on 4K, re-released on 4K with Scream Factory. But that is The Howling 3. Really cool cover art there. And I don't believe I've ever seen part 3 to this series, so I'm glad to have this now. I now have Howling 1, 2, and 3. Of course, I have The Howling 1 in 4K now, and I have it in my Blu-ray collectors. And I don't want to get into my thoughts on the Blu-ray collector series, kind of all getting upgraded to 4K now. So that's going to be another topic, something I'm not really prepared to talk about, because you guys know I got the full collection. And I'm not excited about rebuying everything again, but so far I have. So we'll see how that goes. The movie here came out in 1987. It was directed by Felipe Mora. And it looks like a bunch of no-names in the cast as far as I can tell, guys. Now, I know The Howling 2 is supposed to be a really bad movie. And every time I ask somebody about this one here, a lot of them will say the same thing, that this movie is not that great, but it's better than part 2. But yeah, I love the first Howling. I still have not seen part 2 or part 3 of The Howling. So I'm going to check both of those out soon. There's the no reversible artwork, just some shots from the movie. But definitely one I'm excited about checking out. I may just go ahead and spend a night or two and just do a triple feature and watch all 3 of these. And I think there might be 4 parts to this series, maybe 5. Hell, I don't know. I need to do some checking on that. But I own part 1, 2, and 3 now. Now this next one here, I remember being a pretty popular spoof movie when it first came out. And I know for a fact I've seen this movie, guys. I definitely would have watched this back in the day. I'm really excited about checking this one out and kind of revisiting it, because I'm sure, like I said, this is something I've seen back in the day. And that is Saturday the 14th. And I do remember this one being a pretty fun spoof movie. This was still in stock on Scream Factory's website. It was released January 2019 and originally released in 1981. This was directed by Howard R. Cohen. It stars Richard Benjamin, Paula Prentice, Jeffrey Tambor. Jeffrey Tambor is good. He's a good character actor. Like I said, guys, this was directed by Howard R. Cohen. And from what I can tell, he's not related to the Coen brothers everybody knows. So I think the last name is just a coincidence. He died of a heart attack in 1999. But yeah, this is what I'm excited to get, guys. I did not realize that Scream Factory actually had the rights to this movie. But I do, like I said before, I do believe this is a pretty fun spoof movie. Let me know down below what you guys think about this one here. But yeah, that is Saturday the 14th. And you do not get a reversible on this one here. But I'll show you there's a shot of some of the crazy monsters in this movie. So, and there's another shot of the front, guys. That's an iconic, poster there. I do remember that from back in the day. That's going to be a fun watch. All right, guys, next up, I don't think this is a Hammer title. But it damn sure looks like one, so I'm not 100% sure. Somebody please let me know down below. I did some fast research on this, and I didn't see anywhere where it said this was a Hammer title. But that is Frankenstein, the True Story. And this is just kind of another take on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And reading the synopsis of this movie, it says, when the brilliant but unorthodox scientist Dr. Victor Frankenstein rejects the artificial man that he has created, the creature escapes and later swears revenge. So it's just another take on a Frankenstein movie, guys. This also probably falls in that category of one that I may not have picked up if it wasn't on the Scream Factory line. But definitely one I'm looking forward to checking out. I do like the Frankenstein story, but there's so many movies on this, guys. It's a little saturated. You guys let me know down below if this is one that you guys have seen, one that you guys enjoy. That's the reversible there. Yeah, Frankenstein story is always fun to check out, and I'm looking forward to checking out this one here. Now, guys, one thing I hadn't really been going over with these is I hadn't really been going over the special features. That just takes a lot of time. This one here doesn't have a whole lot. You get basically a 2K scan, some interviews with the actors. Now, Jane Seymour's in this, and you do get interviews with, it says new interviews with Jane Seymour, Leonard Whiting, and the writer Don Blanchardi. So, and you get a commentary, stuff like that. So, as you guys know, these standalone releases traditionally don't have a ton of special features. Going back and looking at some of these, you get a few. Sometimes you'll get some new interviews with the cast. But, it's always kind of good to check out, guys. And maybe I'll start going over a little deeper with these special features. But when I start getting into that, these videos take forever. But I'll probably give you guys at least a shot of the features on the back, and we'll just kind of go from there. Moving on to the next one here, we have a movie called X the Unknown. Another one that I know nothing about. This movie came out in 1956. And being such an old movie, guys, I'm going to scan real fast, but I'm not expecting to know anybody that was in this, and I don't. I'm just kind of looking here, but it says that it's a very short synopsis, guys. It says a radioactive, mud-like creature terrorizes the Scottish village. And just looking at the little screenshot on the screen here, it's really old, black and white. And yeah, you don't get any reversible in this one here. You just get, a pretty nice shot of the movie there. But I'll show you the back of the box, guys. The red box down there is the special features you're going to get. I know you guys can't see that, but it gives you an idea. But anybody who's a fan of that movie, let me know. Guys, this next one here is another old one. This came out in 1967, and it's a movie called The Mummy Shroud. Pretty plain cover there. Nothing too fancy. There's a shot of the back. The special features are in the red box. Directed by John Gilling. And I don't see anybody in the cast here, guys, that really stands out. Again, don't know nothing about this movie. It says, in 1920, an archaeological expedition discovers the tomb of an ancient Egyptian child prince. Returning home with their discovery, the expedition members soon find themselves being killed off by a mummy, which can be revived by reading the words off the prince's burial shroud. But yeah, that's The Mummy Shroud. These movies can be a good time. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Again, you get no reversible artwork on this here. If you guys are noticing the trend, that's usually what it's going to be on these standalones. But that's okay, guys. Definitely not a deal breaker. It's definitely something that's nice to have, but it's something I do not expect. But yeah, this one here is still in stock on the Scream Factory website. It was released January 14th of 2020. Alright, this next one here, I wasn't sure if I had actually shown this one in a previous video, but I went ahead and it was still on my table here. I hadn't put it on the shelf yet. So I decided to go ahead and talk about it real quick. And that was The Abominable Snowman of the Himalayas. And this movie came out in 1957. Another old one. Directed by Val Guest. Now this does star Peter Cushing, so there's a name in this one I recognize. And this one says, a kindly English botanist and a gruff American scientist lead an expedition to the Himalayas in a search for the legendary Yeti. So I know my buddy Brad's a big fan of anything with Bigfoot or the Abominable Snowman, the Yeti, stuff like that, and I am as well. This is a pretty old one, but always fun to check out. So that's going to be one I'll be checking out soon. And I really do enjoy this reversible. This isn't really a reversible slip. So I'm assuming that this is a shot of the original artwork or advertisement from back in the day. Those are always fun to go back and check out. So I can appreciate them putting that on the flip side there. Yeah, this movie should be a lot of fun, guys. One I am looking forward to checking out. Alright, now this next one, I want to say that Era Video has released this one out as well. I was doing a live stream last night over on Brad's channel, and I think my buddy Jace showed this one. Or maybe, I think it was Jace, I don't remember. But I know Scream Factory had this one out. It's one that I've been excited about picking up. That is a movie called Inseminoid. I think I'm saying that right. It also goes by the name Horror Planet. And I'll go and show you guys the reversible. You know, there's the movie Inseminoid, but it also goes by the name Horror Planet. There's the reversible there. This movie came out in 1981, and it was directed by Norman J. Warren. It says a crew of interplanetary that is a mouthful. A crew of interplanetary archaeologists. We're going to try this one more time. A crew of interplanetary archaeologists, there you go, is threatened when an alien creature impregnates one of their members, causing her to turn homicidal and murder them one by one. Yeah, guys, this movie here sounds like it's right up my alley. I love any kind of space, horror, space, any kind of space movie for the most part. But you mix horror and a good space movie, sign me up, guys. Excited to check that one out. This is one of those movies there that I'm going to go in, hoping it's going to be great. And I can see this movie being a letdown if not, because this is one I'm kind of excited to get. And it's one that's been on my radar to pick up from Scream Factory since I first started collecting. And this one is still in stock on the Scream Factory website. It goes for $22.99. So if you guys are a fan of space horror, maybe give that one a look. All right, this next one here, I'm not 100% sure if there was a remake of this one. I'm just going to show y'all the title, and that is The Fan. Now, I've seen a movie that came out in the 90s with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro called The Fan. And I want to say that was a remake or a reimagining of this movie here, because the plot sounds identical, the same name. But this movie came out in 1981. And I probably can't pronounce the director's name. It's Ed Bianchi. And it says, Douglas, a record salesman, is an obsessive fan of an actress named Sally Ross. When his letters are rejected, he strikes out on her and her loved ones. And this sounds like a guy kind of, obsessed with an actress, where the remake called The Fan is Robert De Niro is obsessed with a baseball player who was Wesley Snipes. So I'm pretty sure this is a remake, guys. Let me know down below if I'm off on that, but I'm pretty sure. This one stars Lauren Bacall, James Garner. I'm a big fan of James Garner, rest in peace. Michael Biehn is in this. So this is Michael Biehn before The Terminator. It also stars Hector Elizondo. And I became a big fan of his after watching Pretty Woman. But Hector Elizondo, he's a great character actor. He's one of my favorites. So another one that I'm real excited to check out in this. So yeah, The Fan, guys, this is going to be a fun one. I've never seen this version of this movie, and I'm 99% positive, like I said, that this movie was remade in the 90s with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro. Going to be a fun one, I think, guys. And let's go ahead and flip it over and look at the reversible. And yeah, there is the reversible artwork there. That is The Fan, guys. And as far as special features go, red box there, you get a few. Interview with actor Michael Biehn. That'll be fun. Interviews with the director. New interview with editor Alan Haim. New audio commentary. So you get a pretty good amount of new stuff in this one, guys. I'm excited to have that. It's gonna be a fun release. This next one's kind of interesting to me because it zombies is one of my favorite subgenres of horror. I love a good zombie movie. Hell, I even love bad zombie movies. But this one's a little interesting because this one came out in 1966. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But this is called The Plague of the Zombies. Now, as we know, the Night of the Living Dead, in my mind, what I've always heard is the Night of the Living Dead is what kind of started the zombie craze. And even in the Night of the Living Dead, they don't really refer to the Walking Dead, whatever, as zombies. They were, if I remember correctly, they refer to them as ghouls or something like that. So zombies is not really even used in that movie. So this movie here came out 2 years earlier than Night of the Living Dead, and they named it The Plague of the Zombies. So I don't know if that is the more recent title. You know, a lot of these older movies will go by different titles in different countries. But I don't know if maybe they changed this to The Plague of the Zombies after the success of Night of the Living Dead. I'm not really sure. But it's just interesting this came out 2 years before. Got zombies in the title. You know, I wonder if this is a traditional, you know, zombie movie in the sense, you know, you got them eating brains, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to check this one out. And like I said, I'm a little intrigued that they used the word zombies in this 2 years before the Night of the Living Dead. And you guys, please feel free to let me know if I'm missing something on that. But that's just the little bit I know about the history of the zombie movie. That seems a little strange to me. But yeah, that's The Plague of the Zombies, guys. I'm interested to check that one out. But you know, this one came out, like I said, 1966. Directed by John Gilling, and a bunch of no names in the cast. I say no names, nobody that I'm familiar with. But still available on the Scream Factory website. Was released January 15th of 2019. So if you are interested in that one, guys, please check it out. Pretty nice artwork there. Intrigued by that one for sure. All right, this other one is one I also know nothing about, and this is called Demons of the Mind. Not the best artwork there, fairly plain. This one here came out in 1972, directed by Peter Sykes. And this one stars Robert Hardy and Shane Bryant. A couple names that it sounds kind of familiar, but not 100% sure. Don't really recognize them. This one came out January 14th, 2020 from Scream Factory. Still currently in stock. And I will go ahead and show you guys a reversible there. It's just a shot of the movie. And guys, I really hate these damn eco cases. I wish that Scream Factory would stop using these damn things. Yeah, they piss me off. I don't know why they don't listen, guys. As many people as I know that hate these damn cases, you would think they wouldn't use them anymore. They only save probably a couple cents per case, if that. But it really pisses me off, guys. It really pisses me off. I mean, if you're careful, you're going to be okay as far as damaging your artwork. But I gotta really get busy on getting some updated cases to get rid of all these damn eco cases in my collection. That's a whole nother video I could bitch about that. Yeah, in the box there in the red, you get more special features there. Fairly nice release. Don't know anything about it. Now this next movie here, I know has been released by some other companies. As you guys probably know, I'm also collecting some Imprint titles, and this is a release that Imprint has out as well. And I may pick that one up. I was watching Just the Disc, another YouTube channel here. He's got some great content. He was comparing this movie to the Imprint release of it. That is Let's Scare Jessica to Death. And he was saying that this is a good release, but he said the Imprint title is actually better. I think it's a better scan, and it also has better special features. So I may double dip on this one and grab that Imprint title and just kind of compare them. But I know a lot of people are a fan of this. And I may be wrong, but I thought there might have been a remake of this movie. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys can let me know down below. But I do believe that there's quite a few fans of this film here. I know it's one that I've heard of, but I just have never seen. It came out in 1971, directed by John D. Hancock. And not recognize anybody in the cast, but this is definitely one that I have heard of before, and one I'm definitely excited to check out. And you don't get any kind of reversible artwork on this one here. You just get a shot from the film. Nothing too spectacular, but yeah, I'm glad to finally own this one here. And there's the box of green. There's the special features. You see kind of what you get, some interviews, stuff like that. So yeah, Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Like I said, I may double dip and get the Imprint on that one as well. This next one is a weird looking title. This definitely falls in the category of one that I probably would not have picked up if it was not a Scream Factory release. And this is a 1966 title called Rasputin The Mad Monk. Kind of a crazy title. Don't know anything about this movie, guys. It is still currently in stock on the Scream Factory site. It says thrown out of the monastery for licentious and drunken behavior. Rasputin travels to St. Petersburg to try his luck. Through a dalliance with one of the Serena ladies, whatever that is, in waiting, he soon gains influence at court and his powers of healing and of hypnotism. But he also makes enemies who wish to see him dead. I'm directed by Don Sharp. This also stars Christopher Lee, Barbara Shelley. Nobody else I really recognize, guys, but kind of a crazy title, a crazy premise, crazy cover. It might be good, guys. I am setting the bar really low on this one here, but you do get quite a few special features. There's the box of them right there. And you get no reversible, just a shot of the movie, but I'll kind of show you what the look of the movie looks like. So, 1966, we'll see. Moving on, we have another old one, guys. This one is from 1973, and it's a movie. I'm just going to call it The Final Program. I don't know if that's pronounced differently, but we're going to call it The Final Program here. And this is a movie from 1973. A trio of scientists plan to create a self-replicating, immortal hermaphrodite developed by a dead Nobel Prize-winning scientist. Again, guys, I know I say this to every movie. I don't recognize too many people in the cast. But pretty plain cover. This is not one that I'm the most excited about checking out. You don't get much in the way of special features. You get a commentary and a trailer, TV spot, stuff like that. Now, you do have reversible artwork on this one here. And that is the reversible artwork. And I will definitely be flipping that around to that. It's definitely an improvement over that yellow on the other side. So, and actually this has a different name. It's called The Last Days of Man on Earth. Much better title. Better than The Final Program. So, you're going to check it out. So guys, this next movie, a couple years ago, there was a video on YouTube. It was called 50 of the Best Horror Movies You've Never Seen or something like that. And I went through and watched all 50 of those movies they recommended, even some of the ones I'd already seen. But this is a movie that I got introduced to from that video. And it's a movie from 1979 called Prophecy. Now, I did a video recently, guys. It was on my channel. I'll try to link it up here somewhere if I remember to do so. It's called the Top 10 WTF Moments in Horror. Or something like that. You guys can find it on my channel, guys. It's one of my Pops Tops videos. Y'all please go check those out, guys. Those are a lot of fun to make, and I plan on making more. So I'd like for you guys to really dig into those. I had a good time making those videos. The last one I did for Pops Tops, episode 3, like I said, was the top 10 WTF moments in horror. And this made that top 10 list. It's just one of those scenes in this movie that really stood out to me. It was just so hilarious the first time I seen it. And after I seen that one shot, the first time I seen it, I probably rewound that one scene at least 10 times. That movie, that's just the scene that really stands out for me in this movie. And I was real excited to see that Scream Factory put this out. Again, guys, that is Prophecy. Now, this is not The Prophecy. There's another movie called The Prophecy. This one's just called Prophecy, so don't get it mixed up. This is the release that came out in 1979. This is a super low-budget movie. This was directed by John Frankenheimer. And this stars Talia Shire, Adrian herself. You got Robert Foxworth, Armand Assani. So you got a couple names of this, guys. So if you're a fan of movies like this, it's got some pretty good practical effects. Not the best, but some pretty good practical effects. I do believe you guys will have a good time with this movie here. Out of the stack of movies I am showing you guys today, this is the one I'm probably the most excited about revisiting. It's definitely the one I'm most excited about adding to my collection. And the reverse artwork there is really nothing majorly different than the front, but I'm going to keep it on the front artwork there. Yeah, this is a fun movie, guys. I would definitely check this one out. Again, that is called Prophecy. And go back and watch that video, guys, and you'll see that one scene I'm talking about. I think it'll sway you to check that one out. Alright, we're down to the last movie, guys, in this collection update. I think we got through this pretty quick. Now, this is a movie starring David Carradine from 1989. Definitely one I'm excited to check out. This one kind of gives me an old boy vibe just from, reading about the movie. And that's called Sonny Boy. There's the artwork there. Pretty cool looking cover. This movie is actually out of stock on Scream Factory's website. This one here went out of stock back on May 15th of 2020. So this one here is going to be like an eBay purchase, guys. If you got the eBay, I want to say I grabbed this one from eBay for like $30. We had it for Scream Factory was selling this for $26.99. I got this between the $30 and $35 price point, so you can still grab this one, pretty cheap. But definitely one that I'm excited to check out. It says a small town crime boss accepts delivery of a stolen car, only to find that there's a baby in the back seat. He and his transgender wife cut out the baby's tongue and raise him as a mute accomplice in their crimes. When the grown Sonny Boy escapes and tries to make contact with the outside world, The attention he draws to his warped family results in a darkly humored mayhem. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, read that synopsis, guys. Maybe it's not anything like Old Boy. It's just, when I kind of glanced at the trailer when I was looking this up, whatever, that's just kind of the vibe I got. But I may be way off on that, guys. But anyway, David Carradine. Oh, I'm a big David Carradine fan. So this is one that I'm definitely excited to check out. So this one will be, out of this stack of movies, guys, this will be pretty close to the top of ones I'm ready to check out. And there's The Reversible. Definitely a bigger fan of that side right there. So I'm going to keep it on that side. Well, guys, that's what I got in this latest collection update of Scream Factory titles. I've already got some more Scream Factory titles coming in that I should be getting in a couple days. So I would say within the next week, maybe 2 weeks tops, whatever, there's going to be another collection update of Scream Factory titles. So you guys stick with me. You guys ride this out with me to the end. I would appreciate it. I'm hoping by the end of the year, I'm going to have all these titles knocked out. I'm pretty excited about that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Your guys' support is just mind-blowing to me. I'm really fighting to get to like 800 subscribers. I got about 50 more to go. So guys, again, thank y'all so much for watching this. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I got some really fun live streams coming up. Me and Johnny over at Johnny's Boutique Podcast, we have a new video series line that we're working on that should be out real soon. So you guys keep an eye out for that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a great week. Thank y'all again for watching the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. You guys take care. Goodbye.